All right, welcome back, everybody. This is a new tradition we're starting. It's available to people who are on the Patreon. I thought I'd open it up for the public in case we want to get some new contestants for next week. But we had our first weekly contest. You put in 5 picks for the week, and depending on what the line was for the game, it is how many points you can potentially score for each pick. And we ended up having a 3-way tie for first place this week. So the prize money is going to get split 3 ways. Just to throw out the area codes for the winners, all 3 of you tied with the exact same amount of points. For my winners, if you are out there, 954, 347, and 513. You guys all tied with 4 points for the week. Again, everybody got 5 picks. Some people didn't even use all 5 of their picks this week, which I don't understand. You should always use all 5 of your picks. But these 3 did all use all 5 of their picks, and they all ended up tied for first place this week. And yeah, so for you 3 gentlemen out there, if you guys want to text the number up on the screen and let me know how you want me to pay you, I'll get that money to you ASAP. Just send a text to 509-560-4982. But congrats to all 3 of you. Slick Nick came in there and tied the other 2 at the top. He put in his pick before any of the games were played at the Mavs. He said, I like the Mavs to win all 3 of the first games. And this 3rd game coming in tonight for him put him in the winner's circle. So yes, the inaugural week of the contest ended in a 3-way split. And right now, the prize money for the week is $100. So had there just been one winner, he would have got all 100. Turns out all 3 of these guys are going to get 33 because I can't also do a third of a penny. But yeah, that's how it worked out in week 1. And something that was funny that I noticed is all week people were calling in to the contest going against my picks, and that did not work out very well for most people. Like there was one day I thought one game was an absolute lock, and the guy called in with that as his pick of the day going against mine. I was like, really? And that did not work out for him. So anyway, it's a fun little competition we're doing. If we can get more people supporting the work, we can get the prize money up. We can get out to doing a once a week pick 5 contest, maybe some daily picks. But I don't know if Patreon's messing with me or what. But making this announcement this week caused a lot of people to leave the Patreon. I had this week more people left the Patreon than the last time people were just falling off the Patreon like flies was when I did the road trip out to New York City in 2022. A ton of people fell off in that time. And this week we do the contest and the giveaway, and a record number fall off. Most people left the Patreon this week since 2022. And I don't know what's up with that because we had a winning day every single day in MLB. And yeah, the playoff picks could have been a little bit better this past week, but baseball was a winner every damn day. And, having another good weekend, having a glorious day today. So congrats to everyone who had a good weekend. And again, if you guys got here late, it ended up being a 3-way tie. Slick Nick got in there and tied the 2 leaders with his Mavericks coming in. And what a call. Slick Nick before the season, I like Mavs to win all 3 of the first games. Now, I was doubting that. I was definitely doubting that. So, but that's exactly how it went down. Luka's first game of this series was 84 days after his birthday. He came into the series with 84 triple doubles. If Dallas wins one more and wins the series, they're going to have 84 wins all time against the Mavericks. That's something we've been talking about on Patreon. There's a 1984 theme between what's going on in the NHL and the NBA, which is interesting. Like Carlisle, for example, the coach of the Pacers, he used to play for the Celtics in the 84-85 season. Wayne Gretzky, the great one, won the Stanley Cup for Edmonton in 1984 over the New York Islanders. And then he finished his career at the Rangers. And you got Edmonton and the Rangers in the conference finals in the NHL. Of course, the Stanley Cup playoffs began with Wayne Gretzky's Edmonton Oilers facing his LA Kings. And the Edmonton's first game of that series was on the 144th day of the year, this latest series, and Wayne Gretzky and Gematria's 144. That game was in Dallas, Texas, 118 days after Wayne Gretzky's birthday, and Dallas, Texas equals 118. And if I'm not mistaken, Luka tonight, by winning, became 11-8 at home in his playoff career. So, all right. Let me open up the phone line real quick. Hold off on the phone calls, you guys. I just want to see if the winners are out there. Winners, you can also just text the number. You can text that 509-560-4982 number. But you guys aren't going to trick me out there if you are not one of the winners, because I have the actual phone numbers of the winners. So don't be texting in like, "Hey, I won, send me the money." I'll be like, "Yeah, that's the wrong phone number. I don't think so." If you want to win the contest, join us on the Patreon and get entered in next week's contest. So, all right, but yeah, if there's winners out there, please text me or call me and let me know. Do you want a Cash App? Do you want a Venmo? Do you want a PayPal? What are the other options? I think there's some other ways. A Zelle, whatever it is, let me know. I'll send it that way. And if you guys don't see this tonight and you see it tomorrow, just let me know whenever, and we'll get it sent over. But I see the trolls in the chat. What's the point of calling me after the fact, Zach, when nothing's after the fact? You're looking at the face of the person who's called more about the future than anyone you know of in your life. That's the fact. You never seen anyone in your life call more things before it happened, from exactly how COVID would unfold to 1,000,000 sports championships pro and college to news stories to celebrity deaths. That's the facts. Troll losers, haters, jealous, bitter people come up with these slogans that are false. And then that makes you a piece of shit human being because all you're doing is lying about something. Yeah, after the fact, Zach's about the stupidest nickname you could possibly come up for me. All right, let me see. I see Slick Nick's in the chat. He entered the winner's circle tonight with the Dallas call, and it was a great call for Dallas to go up 3-0. That seemed unlikely, at least in my opinion, but that's exactly how it unfolded. All right, let me see. Yeah, again, we're going to do this every week. So every Monday, a new contest will start, and you got to have all your picks in by Friday. And on Friday, you can pick games that are on the weekend. So unless every week that we do the contest, people are going to fall off like they did the last week. It's not like I can't be losing support and giving away money. That's not going to work out. I'm a little bit shocked by how many people unsubscribed this week. It's like, okay, we're having a good week. We're giving away money. Like, why are subs down? Sometimes I think about what DK said. Like, the feds are the ones that are subscribed to my Patreon, and they just do that to manipulate. It's like, that doesn't make it like I couldn't really understand that either. But I'm like, why are people falling off this week? We're already doing it on Patreon. Yeah, this was the first week. So we got our 3 winners in. And I keep track of everybody by phone number on a sheet on our end, because you have to call in during the Patreon stream. I write down your number and then take your picks for the week. So, okay. For this comment right here by Louis, Louis, if it's unclear, you probably need to go back to kindergarten. Maybe back to kindergarten if it's unclear, because again, like it says, what's on top is what I favor. So if that's unclear to you, then that's, I don't know. Definitely don't get into sports gambling, because it takes intelligence to sports gamble. You got to have strategy. You got to know how to make smart bets. If you can't understand like what top and bottom is, you're nowhere near being anywhere near ready to gamble. Trust me. Again, you guys, the people who leave comments like this, again, you guys, it's tough love, but that's a low IQ comment. Okay. Low IQ comment, Louis. Work on it. Get more sleep, eat better. I don't do my work to cater to low IQ people, okay? And I don't like reading the comments of low IQ people. I just, I'm thinking like, where's the wood chipper, and can we get them to dive into it? Okay. All right. Well, if we don't have any, maybe the winners. I saw Slick Nick was in here, but anyway, guys, if we don't have calls from the winners right now and not the information, just get it to me whenever you see this video. And yeah, if you guys want to get in the contest, you got to be on the Patreon, and you're probably going to want to call in Monday, because it's only the first 10 people to get in for the week. And if we can get more subs up and more people participating, I'll start doing a weekly contest and a daily contest. We'll have daily winners Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then we'll have the weekly contest where we find out who won for the week every Sunday night. So well, there's two tiers of the Patreon for sports. If you do the $5 tier, you just get all the written content every single day. You can't participate in the contest on that right now, because you have to be able to call into the streams. You want to be on the $11 tier if you want to do the weekly contest. The $11 tier gets you all the written content, plus you get the daily live streams. We live stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and sometimes we'll stream Saturday and Sunday as well. We probably average about one weekend stream. Once football season comes around, we'll be streaming every weekend too, because of course football is a weekend event. So once football season, streams will just pretty much be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even sometimes Sunday. Tatum and Luka were the number 3 draft picks. Interesting. Okay. Tatum's got the March 3rd 3/3 birthday. Yeah, it's interesting how they set up the conference finals, because the day that Minnesota advanced to the conference finals was on Kevin Garnett's 48th birthday, and Boston Celtics equals 48. Of course, he never won anything with the Timberwolves, but he did win a finals with the Celtics. And I mean, it seemed like a highly symbolic day for the Timberwolves to advance to a conference finals, not a place they've been. Have they been there one time? To go look and see when Timberwolves might have ever been in a conference finals. I think they only been there one time, and that was back in the Garnett days, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Timberwolves did advance on Garnett's birthday. So you had this narrative with maybe Boston, Minnesota. Not looking too good for Minnesota right now. We thought if Luka won game 1, that was probably going to be the sign that it was going to be Dallas's series. And remember, I told you guys back when that Adelson took over the Mavericks, I pointed out all the things that were interesting about that, and I was humming and hawing. I was like, because the woman who took over the Mavericks, remember, she owns casinos. So the owner of the Mavericks right now owns a whole bunch of casinos in Vegas. Just think about that, in light of who's manipulating these games. And she took over the team at age 78. Like, this is the 78th season. And again, the NBA Finals begin on the Celtics' 78th birthday. Yes, the Boston Celtics were born June 6th. And they'll turn 78 the day of game 1 of the NBA Finals for the 78th season. And yes, by the way, before the season began, we said the most likely team in the NBA to be in the finals this year is the Boston Celtics, because they're the only team in the league whose full name equals 78. And they're still not there yet. There's a chance they could be the first team to blow a 3-0 lead, but right now it's looking pretty promising that they will be there. And, you know, it's not really much to brag about the Celtics. They were a pretty big favorite in the East. But yeah, the only team in the league with a full 78 connection. And again, the finals start on their 78th birthday. So in Gematria, NBA Finals equals 78, so does Boston Celtics. We got a phone call real quick. 954?
Hey, Zach, it's Nick.
Hey, man, it's one of the winners. You got in the winner's circle with that Dallas coming through tonight. Nice call.
Thank you so much. And it's split 3 ways, right?
It is split 3 ways because all 3 of you guys tied with 4 points.
Yeah, and it's just so perfect. You know, we allow 11 people in, 33 people in, you know, per winner. So.
And today's got the 3-date numerology, right? 3-date numerology. Mavs go up 3-0. Rangers tie the series with the Panthers for the year at 3-3. Yeah?
Yeah, that's how organic. So I really appreciate this, and this is such a nice thing to do. And it was a lot of fun. So you know, it's going to be a lot more points next week. I guarantee it. These people are good, and it was just a rough week, I guess. So there's going to be a lot more points scored next week.
And there's a lot of people out there that decided not to put in their last 2 or 3 picks that very well could have won this week. So I don't know what's up with that.
Exactly. Yeah. So who knows? But thank you so much for this. This was a lot of fun, and I appreciate it.
All right. Well, hey, you'll always go down as a week 1 winner of the first ever Patreon competition. So well done, Slick Nick. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, send me a way to pay you. You're the first person to call in. So.
And should I text this number?
Just text the number with how you want me to send you the money.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Zach. Have a great night.
All right. Take care.
Thanks.
Yeah, I know. It is funny that it worked out that way. So. Yeah. The Dallas being taken over by the casino owner and being on the verge of the NBA Finals. Here, if you guys forgot about the post about when Miss Adelson took over the team, here, let's just go back to that post from a while back. I'm sure the video is somewhere, but her husband died at 87 the other year. It's funny, the Pope's 87 right now. Sheldon Adelson was her husband. That's right. LeBron's friend Maverick Carter got in trouble the very next day for gambling after the casino owner took over the Mavericks. Well, hold on. Where's it at? Right here. Miriam Adelson took over the Mavericks at age 78 in the 78th season. From her husband's death to her taking over the team was 150 weeks. And notice she took over the team on her 51st day of her age. And the Mavericks were established in history on May 1st by Don Carter. And remember, LeBron's friend Maverick Carter got in trouble the next day for gambling. See, it's all just like a big joke. But her 51st day of her age, 150 weeks after her husband dies. Look at the Gematria Dallas Mavericks. 150, 51. Perfect ritual for her to take over. Big conspiracy, big Illuminati numbers. And again, remember, Illuminati equals 150. Adam Weishaupt equals 51, who founded the Illuminati on May 1st, 5-1, just like the Mavericks were founded on that day. And you know, I can't stand watching Luka play basketball because do you guys understand that Luka does not belong in the NBA? If they enforce the rule of carrying, Luka would not be able to play in the NBA. Do you guys realize that's how he even gets a shot off? He cocks the ball back, palms it all the way underneath. That's how he gets space because he's so slow. The only way he can move on the court and get any space is by carrying the ball around. every time. Yeah, he has a nice little mid-range shot. I'll give him that. That's great. But so do a lot of people. I got a nice little mid-range shot, and I can actually dribble the ball. That's what's funny, too, that he's handling the ball so much. He literally has Kyrie Irving on his team, who you could argue is the best ball handler in the history of the NBA, period. But instead, we're watching Luka in slow motion just carry the ball all over the court. Every time he dribbles, he puts his hand all the way under. That's how he's like moving. It's like he's like a running back carrying the football. I cannot stand watching this Luka Doncic guy on the basketball court. It's just like, can somebody blow the whistle? He's turning the ball over every time. That's a turnover. That's a carry. It is disgusting to watch. And for you younger guys, you might not even notice it because the NBA stopped enforcing carrying about 20 years ago. I forget when it was. It was probably like shortly after Allen Iverson was getting off the court. But yeah, I mean, just Luka, man. I just every time major palm, ball hand all the way into the ball. He's like juking, just like, what is this? I mean, why even have to dribble? Why not just eliminate the dribble? How about just run around on the court? We always got trolls. We always got trolls. That's just what happens. That's just what happens when you're just too damn good what you do. You got to have full-time trolls harassing you. Okay. All right. Well, I wanted to buy some time for people to call in and get their prize money. Hold on. I see Slick Nick's text message for the Cash App. Wait, you sent me a QR code, but wait a minute. How do I do this with my phone? Hold on. Can I? Oh no, I see it now. I see it now. All right, I got you. I got you, Slick Nick. All right, let's send out the first prize money to Slick Nick. 347. I know that's Gematria32. And then the other gentleman who had the Jaylen Brown bucket. Here, let's send off our first prize money. So the first man to receive it's going to be Slick Nick. And let's see. All right. So I'm sending 33 to 3 people because it was a $100 prize, but it got split 3 ways. So it's funny it's that. Let's see. All right. The first prize money's been sent. Slick Nick. It should be there in seconds. Luka and Kyrie both scored 33. Today's date numerology is 3. 33 is the rep digit of 3. They're on the verge of the NBA Finals, which is always 33. Oh, there's only one day of the week that has Gematria 33, and that's Sunday. We see a lot of 33 on Sunday. I remember years ago when LeBron won on the road, King James's birthday. If you guys were watching back then, there was one game before. Back then, I used to do everything for free. I didn't have a Patreon. And sadly, back in those days, everything was easier because I was like the only person in the world doing this. But I still remember when there was a game where I guaranteed LeBron was going to score 41, and he did score 41, but Kyrie even scored 41 in the game. I was like, wow, they both scored 41 back when Kyrie was with LeBron on the Cavs. I like the Mets game a lot today because the 12 hit in the Mets game. Yeah, we had a glorious day today in baseball. Torch baseball today. Hockey game came in. Cardinals are up on the Cubbies right now. I don't want to jinx it, but again, you guys, the things you learn on Patreon are there just certain numbers that are really good with teams. The Giants stayed on 12 road wins. Mets equals 12. This Orioles White Sox series was a cakewalk. Overlap number for both teams is 39. Orioles is 39. White Sox 39. Orioles sweep the series, give the White Sox their 39th loss, and the Orioles end up on 33 wins. on the 33 day of the week. Yeah, it was a thing of beauty today in baseball. Winners all over the place. What do I always tell you guys about Boston in 22? You know the Brewers are picking up their 22nd loss in the last game in Boston. They're not leaving out of Boston without that 22nd loss. You know that's not happening. So Atlanta in 15. You know the Pirates. We did nice in this Pirate series. We had them to upset the first 2 games and lose today. You know, thing of beauty. Dodgers stay on 33 wins on Sunday. Just all over the place. There's winners all over the place today. So if they're going to make Luka the face of the NBA, I mean, I don't know who who wants to watch this guy play? Who wants to watch him play? It drives me nuts. I mean, the guy literally doesn't know how to dribble a basketball. He carries every time. It's just like it's the worst carry to watch. He could create no separation on the court. He has that little fadeaway mid-range shot, which is his best part of his game, but he can't move without carrying because he's too slow. It's so bad to watch, man. It's so bad to watch. All right, Nick responded, so he got his Cash App. All right, guys, Nick's been paid. We just need 347 and 954 to come in. 347 954. If you guys don't get me back tonight, I'll get you guys tomorrow. So now the only downside about all 3 of you guys winning this week is you can't play next week. That's the one rule. If you win for the week, you cannot play the following week. You got to let other people get in there. And again, if you do play this week, make sure you get all your picks in. I don't know what the point of only putting 2 of your 5 picks in. That's no way to win. Well, Jokic doesn't handle the ball that much. Luka's always trying to handle the ball, and he's just carrying everywhere. Everywhere he's carrying the ball. He has an Illuminati tattoo, huh? I don't know. I don't know about that. I'll have to take a look, see what's on his arm. Carlisle used to coach in Dallas. Yeah, of course, Jalen. On the day Brunson was eliminated with the Knicks, the Mavs advanced in the West. Yeah, I caught that. He used to play on Dallas, Brunson. What's my opinion on John Gotti? Are you talking about the gangster? Did something happen? What do we mean, John Gotti? I don't know if I have an opinion on John Gotti. I don't have an opinion on John Gotti. That's like the most random question. I didn't even look at the box score of the game. I didn't watch any of the game really. I turned it on at the end to see if Slick Nick's pick was coming in, if he was going to tie the other 2 guys, and he sure did. Edwards scored 26 for his daddy. Remember, Jordan equals 26, like Bryant, like athlete, like game, like God, like Kobe gone on the 26th on the anniversary of Bear Bryant. Again, I'm pretty sure Jimmy Butler and Anthony Edwards are both children of Jordan. They both look a lot like Michael in the face. Minneapolis isn't too far from Chicago. Of course, Jimmy played in Chicago. Yeah, the Edwards guy's really athletic, obviously, but he just like, I don't know. Great athlete, but I don't know if I'd say he's a great basketball player. I can't stand watching the NBA anymore. It's just most of these guys, I'm like, do these guys actually know how to play basketball, or are they just all big athletes? I can't stand how much, like, just shooting threes all the time. I turned on the end of the game, and Minnesota was, down 3 or 4 points, and they're just hoisting up 3 after 3. I'm like, how about attack the basket? Like, Towns is 7 feet tall, and he's shooting a 3 from 6 feet behind the line while his team just needs a bucket. I'm just like, What is this? But that's how the NBA is now. I mean, that's why I just can't watch it. It's just sports have just gotten so dumb in the 21st century. Like the quality of watching these, they've always been scripted, but it's just like they've just gotten so stupid. Tom Brady in the NFL has just been the biggest joke ever. NBA is all about one-on-one ISO basketball. It's the Allen Iverson, post-Allen Iverson era. AI gets a statue in the time artificial intelligence is taken over and they put it at the practice facility. All these things are a joke. I thought, what's his face for the Warriors is Magic's son. I'm sure a lot of these guys are the sons of former players. Who's the guy that's always getting technicals? Draymond Green went to Michigan State like Magic. I think that's Magic's son. I'll have to look into Luca's tattoo. I didn't know about it. I try to close my eyes every time he's dribbling the ball. I just can't stand to watch it. All right. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now, you guys. If you want to join us, join the Patreon. Again, if I see a surge in supporters, we'll start doing daily contests too. But I can't give away all the money that comes in. So, yeah. Anyway, congrats to the winners. The other two gentlemen who tied. Give me your information for how to pay you, and I can pay you tonight or tomorrow morning. So if you guys want to call into tomorrow's live stream, that's fine as well. And yeah, I'll just leave the phone open tonight. So I'll be looking for text messages from, again, the other two winners. And don't even try to trick me because I know that the winners are 954 954 got paid. And 347 and 513 are the two who haven't been paid yet. So. That's an interesting stat you got there, David Archuleta. That'd be something if they did that. We'll see. Yeah, we're streaming at the normal time tomorrow. Yep, normal time. I'll have the call board up, and first 10 people are the entrants for the week, but the 3 winners this week cannot play next week. And I'm also going to, if I see somebody call in that wants to play who only called in and gave us 2 picks this past week, I'm going to say, if you do this again this week and don't give us all 5 picks, I'm not letting you play again. You're banned. That's interesting. So David Archuleta is coming back for the Miracle Pacers comeback narrative. That'd be something. You called it if that happens. We'll see. No, this isn't the regular sports stream. This is just to announce who the winners were, let other people know that we're doing this if they want to participate this coming week. And again, just say congrats to the winners. All right, guys, we will leave it there for now. Have a good rest of your evening, and come join us on Patreon. There's even more ways to win now, so we'll leave it there. Have a good one. Till next time, True Seeker.